She's so funny about points because she would hate if she knew I was telling you all this, but who cares? That's what makes it fun.
Hello, everyone. Thanks for tuning in after our 1 week hiatus, and welcome to Baby That's Cont.
Did you miss us?
I missed them.
I missed us too.
Oh,
This is a conversational podcast about all of our favorite Cont.
I'm Joseph. We're just two friends.
And I'm Kip. Poll.
You didn't say the line. You didn't finish my line.
I didn't know your line.
Oh, so I say we're just two friends, and then you say two good friends, and then I say
Two good friends.
two best friends.
Two best friends. And then what do I say?
No. Okay, so you need to watch Wicked again.
They say this in Wicked?
Yeah, it's from One Short Day.
Oh, okay. In the
Glinda
Emerald
says-
City.
Yeah, Glinda says we're just two friends, and Elphaba says two good friends, and then Glinda says two best friends.
Okay. How many
You
times have
gotta
you seen Wicked
rewatch.
now?
I've only seen it twice. I haven't watched it yet. Again, the third for
Oh,
the
I've
third.
seen it twice, but that's enough for the moment for me.
Well, yes, but I listen to the soundtrack a lot, so
It makes its way onto the shuffle, but I don't say I seek it out too often.
okay. The funniest thing, which I don't think I shared on the pod, is that just after the movie came out, I went to Target with my husband, as I am wont to do. And we walk
course.
in there, and they're playing a song from the soundtrack, but you'll never guess which song it was.
I'm just Ken.
No. It was Dr. Dillamond, the goat. Something bad is playing. And just walking through Target, and it's like, something bad. It's like just the funniest, weirdest moment I've had in a long time.
That is hilarious. Oh my god. Has your Target reduced the number of things locked up?
So I refuse to go to the Target that's near us because like fucking everything is locked up. So we drive to one that's further away, distance-wise, but it's really only like a minute or two further drive,
Oh, I
where
see.
nothing is locked up. So
Oh, nothing at all.
yeah. Well, I mean, I guess they probably have some things like video games, but not like face wash and stuff.
Oh yeah. The one near me has improved. There's still some things locked up, but like it honestly was so bad that I stopped going. I ordered most things on Amazon.
Yeah. Well, I read stuff online that was like, that's what they want to do, is to like push people to order for pickup and stuff, and they can like reduce their in-store staff and things. Because what's annoying is, I don't care if you're gonna lock something up necessarily, but you have to come get it when I want it. I don't want to like wait around forever and try to find someone who's like, oh, I don't want to come do that, and then you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's the problem. Is like they want to push you to in-store pickup from them, but I'm so mad about it. I'm gonna order from somebody else.
Yeah.
But yeah, they don't like meet the promise of it exactly. Yeah.
So that's why we
I
just
lost
drive
my train
to a
of
different
thought.
one. Yeah, I don't know where you were going. You were just bouncing off my Target story. I don't know.
Absolutely.
What a good co-host.
Well, that's a great story. I did see it for a second time. We were in Virginia. The theater, we were with like someone who needed a more accessible seat. And so at the very back of the theater, they have like two recliners and then two like empty spaces for wheelchairs. Two recliners, two empty spaces for wheelchairs, and then one recliner by itself.
Yeah.
So I ended up, we only reserved the two for the people who needed the accessible ones. And then we had to be spaced out throughout the theater because we were booking late. But nobody ended up booking the other handicap one. So halfway through the movie, I moved to the back left by myself. I really had a great time.
That's funny.
I enjoyed it, and it's more enjoyable the second time because you really feel like you can go pee whenever you want.
That's true. It is so long that you do like kind of need one.
Yeah, of course. I really
Yeah.
enjoyed that. It's really important for me to be able to pee when I want.
Turns out. Nice. Well, before
Um,
we get too far, I just want to address that I have been sick. That's my L. So if you see me blowing my nose or on mute making noises, I'm not going to apologize because people get sick, but that's what's happening.
do you want to share more about what happened to you?
You make it sound so dramatic. Well, I don't know. I just got sick the day after Christmas. So I'm glad it didn't affect my trip. I wasn't miserable flying home. I got to celebrate Christmas Eve and Christmas with my family. And then I got sick.
That's great.
So it's been about a week. I'm kind of annoyed with it, but I'm feeling a lot better now, like close to normal. Just
Yeah.
very, congested still. So there's that.
When do you think you'll be able to go back to the gym?
I don't know, because I'm already failing my New Year's resolutions. But it's not my fault, okay?
I don't
I've-
think it counts.
I'm still resolved. I just haven't been resolving.
Of course.
Resoluting. I don't know the right. That's not the same word as resolution, is it?
Yeah. No, it's very wicked of you.
Oh, thank you.
That makes sense. We started dry January.
Oh, I was gonna ask you about that. Do you normally do that?
We always do some sort of reset. It's not always a commitment for the full month.
Yeah.
And I will say we'll see in general how far we make it. The goal is Brendan has a business trip like the week of the 20th. So that's definitely his endpoint. Really, I've actually made real progress in my fitness journey with berries over the last few months. I think I'm in much better shape and I'm stronger. And definitely just like diet and alcohol is what's really holding me back. And I don't know, I always go through some sort of version of this. I'm sure you've heard this probably the last like 10 years. But
Yeah.
I definitely just go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say, in my opinion, I think 2 weeks is really all like someone needs, as long as you don't like immediately go back to like, well, not go back to, but like the 2 weeks ends and you just start like binge drinking every day. Like,
Yeah, no, I agree with that. But I am serious about changing my habits and improving and like, I don't know, particularly seeing some of the body improvements I have seen, which are still buried under layers of fat, of course, but
yeah.
I want to make progress. I want to be hot. I think I said that in the New Year's resolution episode, but I stand by it. So I definitely will resume drinking at some point, but I've got to do better.
Yeah. I'm not such a big drinker. Like when we were in Vancouver, I actually drank a lot, like for me, which was probably like 4 or 5 drinks a week. Because I would say in a normal week, I don't drink. I probably nowadays only have like 3 drinks a month, maybe.
Okay. So then there's no
It's
point
pretty
in doing
rare.
it for you because you're already on it.
Yeah. Like, you know what I mean? Like special occasions, I'll have a drink or two. Like Christmas, I had like a glass or two of wine. But normally, even if we go out to dinner, unless I'm really feeling it, like I don't even have a drink.
Yeah, that's good. It's not good for you.
It's true. I just feel like my body just can't deal with it anymore, and it like really detracts from my sleep and my other goals. So I've like really learned to just avoid it.
Yeah. No, that makes sense. Um, yeah. I think too, the other thing is like it does take a couple weeks to really start seeing the benefits of it is the other thing.
Yeah.
So that's the
Plus,
other.
like then you have to like learn to live with yourself, like when you're not drinking it. That takes an adjustment period too.
Yeah, that's true. I will say the 31st is a Friday. So it kind of is the perfect year to do the full month.
Are you committing? On
No.
pod.
No. I'm not.
Well, what would it take to get you to?
$1 million.
Oh god.
I don't
Well,
know.
I'll try to light up a sponsor, but just in case that falls through.
Oh my god. No, I don't know. For instance, I'm going to Disneyland with my parents on the January 28th. I would like a glass of wine.
Just gonna say, yeah, that's a tough one.
It's just little things like that.
Yeah.
Oh my god, my mom, you don't have to bleep this because she needs to be shamed for how she was being. She was being so crazy and
So
annoying.
Julia.
So Julia. She like, what? She wants to go to Disneyland with me and Brendan and my dad. This is totally her thing. Like, Disneyland's obviously fun, but whatever. She's only willing to go on the absolute cheapest days, which are all like Tuesdays and Wednesdays, which are famously work days.
Yeah.
And she won't pay for our tickets. She's like making us come and making us pay and making us take a day off of work. So this is already very much like, this is Julia's day. And so she texted yesterday, and we were waffling a little bit on dates, but mostly because it's work, and I can't really commit to like, well, Brendan in particular can't commit to like taking a Tuesday off like months in advance, unless it's like a serious vacation or whatever. Anyways, so she's texting like, hey, we need to pin him down. I finally like pick a date yesterday. She goes, okay, park hopper tickets. I'm like, yeah, was part of your demands. I said, sure. It's like Disneyland starting park, because that's normally what people do, is start at Disneyland and go to California Adventure. Mm-hmm. And she goes, don't you think we should start with the Radiator Springs ride? That's in California Adventure. Super popular. I'm like, Julia, you clearly have a vision for this date. Why don't you tell me what you need from me?
Fair. And
then she goes, what do you know about the Lightning Lane multi-pass, like the fast pass system, which obviously we have to have. Like, if we're going, we have to make it a good day. I say we definitely have to have it. It makes the day much better, blah, blah, blah. She goes, I guess they don't have anything already built into the tickets. I'm like, yeah, they built in the regular line to the tickets.
Yeah.
And then she goes, this is pricey. I'm like, this is your idea. Like, stop complaining to me, or we won't do this. I'll go to the office. They have free lunch for me there.
Yeah, you should know Sunday at Disneyland.
I just could not believe that. Although it's very on brand. But
I was going to say, I could believe it, personally.
Well, and then I was on the couch. I was tired, and I didn't want to deal with it last night. So she was like, are you buying right now? And I was like, I'll do it tomorrow. I didn't have my computer near, and like, whatever. Also, I know it's not going to sell out. And she goes, okay, then I'm saving my basket till tomorrow.
Oh my gosh. Why can't you just buy it for you and you pay her back?
She doesn't operate that way. Also, I don't want her to be in charge of me.
In charge of you?
Because then she has the tickets.
Oh. Well, then why don't you buy them and she pays you back?
That's how we should do it in general, but I don't know what the cash flow situation is these days over there. And also, ever since I taught her about points, she's always on like... She's so funny about points because she would hate if she knew I was telling you all this, but who cares? That's what makes it fun. Well, anyways, I was saying, ever since I taught my mom about points, she loves the value of them. And like, I got at least like 10 free nights for them on their Europe trip last summer with my tips. But she doesn't like to actually put things on the credit card. She's just so set in her like cash envelope ways, as a form of budgeting. So things like this, she really wants the points. And whenever we go to dinner with them, which is like one of the best sources of points, is like dining out. She always like my dad always brings cash and they always have me put it on my card and she always makes this snide comment about me taking the points. But I'm like, you can have them. And she's like, no, no.
That's funny. Yeah, my
They're
parents are like that too. They do not like to use credit cards.
I'm like, you guys are really missing out. But I can't try to teach them anything anymore.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's hard, like, because I manage everything like online through like apps that track everything all together. So if they're not doing that, I could see how it's like you lose track of how much you're spending and how much money you have, you know?
Yeah, I guess for me, I my day-to-day life, like when I'm home in LA, we pretty much do the same thing all the time and we don't like I don't know. Our patterns are very much within the realm of normal spending, if that makes sense. Like, not that it doesn't
Yeah.
fluctuate by a couple $100 a month here or there, but most of everyday life is normal. And then when we're on a trip, that's like its own thing, if that makes sense. And I'm
Yeah.
very sure my parents are the same way, to be clear. Their day to day lives
Uh,
are very normal.
well, I don't know. No points for them.
Agreed. Did you have a win of Christmas? Did you have like a gift you were excited to receive or to give?
Um, well, I told you this. I was very excited to give give my sister her gift. I got her an electric kettle. I hope she loves it.
Me
The
too.
gift I was excited to receive was I had wanted this leather bag from All Saints. It's just like a leather tote. It's like I don't have like any nice um, bags at all, really. Like I never was really like into that. But I've had this like dusty canvas tote for years, and it's like I needed something new and nicer. And anyways, it was like 40% off. So Ruben bought it for me for Christmas. I was really happy.
Oh, nice. You should send me a picture. I didn't get to see it.
I'll
That's a great
send you
gift.
one. How
That's a
about
really great
you?
gift. I was excited to give. Brendan always gives me lots of jewelry, which is kind of, I think, a hint to for me to give him jewelry.
Sure. That's how I gift.
Yeah, that's frankly how I gift too. Um, but I've always never been sure of his taste. And anyways, I found this like beautiful little petite like ladies David Yurman bracelet. That's like linking, but in between two patterns. Anyways, it's really pretty and it wasn't like crazy expensive. And so I was excited to give that, and I think he really enjoyed receiving it.
Nice. Sorry, I'm having connection issues.
We are back.
I did hear all of that though.
Oh, great. Okay.
I think I did.
And
So
then I
apparently this is
was,
just the technical difficulties episode, everybody. So if you're listening and it's wackadoodle, I'm not going to apologize, but that's what's happening.
you can apologize. I think it's your fault.
Well, it's not my fault. I didn't do anything this time. Well,
Um,
well, that's good. Did he enjoy the gift? Was he
yes,
gagged?
he was gagged, and it came in really nice packaging, so that was a nice treat.
Nice. That reminded me, like when I proposed to my husband, I proposed with cufflinks, and they were David Yurman cufflinks.
Oh, nice! You're familiar with the packaging.
Mm-hmm. Well, the cufflinks came in also like a nice box too, like that. So it was kind of cute to propose with.
Oh, that's nice. Fun. Well, okay. Have you seen any great content over the Christmas break? Oh,
Honestly,
I forgot to say my L
not
of the
really.
week.
Oh, well, too late. I'm just kidding. Go.
Okay, my L of the week is like everyone said since Christmas and New Year's were in the middle of the week this week that it was going to be 2 full weeks of chill. Like everyone was going to take the time off, whatever. At least at my company, people have been working so much and sending me so many things. It's been like
Wow.
maddening.
That is okay. So that's kind of one of my L's too. Is like I had said like I'll take these 2 weeks off, but like if you need me, reach out. because like I just came off like a 4 month break, you know. So then, anyways, like this morning, my boss, who I don't think he listens to this, but if he does, oh well. He is like, I'm putting the daily stand-up meeting back on the calendar starting today, so be there. I was like, we can't just do that the day of. Like, expect people to be back on.
Yeah, that's a
Um,
Monday the 6th.
yeah. So I did that meeting, but I don't have a lot to do otherwise.
Well, I'm with you. That was an outrageous thing to do.
Yeah.
I complained to my boss
Thank
about it
you.
this morning, so she's up to date on my feelings.
Hilarious. Uh, with
Well,
regards to
next year,
content, oh, go ahead.
Christmas and New Year's are on Thursdays, so I absolutely learned my lesson. So that means I'll get half days on Wednesday. I'm absolutely taking off Friday of both those themes.
Yeah, you should. Like, I thought this was the perfect, like, 2 weeks off situation, but
That's what we were promised,
apparently other people didn't think the same way.
and that's capitalism.
I generally take 2 weeks off regardless of. It's just like, that's what I'm entitled to.
I mean, honestly, my industry unfortunately is not built that way, but I would give anything for one that was.
Well, that's capitalism.
um, well, have you been watching Celebrity Jeopardy at all?
Oh, no, I haven't, but I do like to usually.
Okay, or no, Pop Culture Jeopardy. Pop Culture Jeopardy.
What is that?
It's on Amazon Prime. It's hosted by Colin Jokes. Um, Colin Jost. It's teams of three now. Um, and so they're separated into teams of three. It's all pop culture themed. Um, it's very similar to normal Jeopardy, but there are several questions that are more team oriented where they can all work on it together, including all the daily doubles. And then obviously all the categories are pop culture.
That sounds
And
fun.
it's really fun. And they're
Can
longer
we go on it?
episodes. I do. Well, okay, so that's one thing that's very funny is that I do feel like the caliber of the contestant they accepted is much lower than it is for other Jeopardies.
Well, yeah. So we could make it on.
That's what yes, essentially, because the bar is so low. I think we could make it with a third strong team member.
Okay, if Robin could make it on Family Feud, we can make it on Pop Culture Jeopardy Amazon Prime.
Okay, but Family Feud is different. But I agree. In
That would be
theory,
so fun. I would do it for real.
I agree.
I don't know about you, but I love a reality game show. I love game shows. I always have. So
Yeah,
I'm just waiting for the right one for me to go on. And that one sounds fun.
I agree. I'll absolutely be appearing on television in the future.
Well, you have in the past.
Of course.
Multiple times, even.
Yes. But yet, my star has not risen.
I wonder why.
I was younger then.
Oh, true. Now you've matured.
I think so. I got married. I got a house. Those are
The
indications.
those are the things you need to be on TV.
Who can say?
uh, well, speaking of content, I feel like it's been kind of dry except for news related things, but I will say one thing I have been holding space for lately are the Men's Health shirtless photos of Tom Holland.
Oh
You've
my
seen
god.
them?
He looks incredible.
I've never been a real Tom Holland head. Like, I believe in Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man supremacy, but the pics may have swayed me.
He looks incredible.
He does. He really beefed it up.
You see something like that and you're like, surely I'm not that far off.
Yeah, I know. Like, it doesn't make sense to me, but Happy for him. Happy for Zendaya.
I'm very happy for them. It's good too because she's obviously like a star. It's good to see he's keeping up his end of the bargain.
Yeah, I like. Have you seen those like clips of him like fighting paparazzi and people for her?
No, I haven't.
Like he's like a real let me throw my shirt down over the puddle for you to walk down kind of guy. Seems like.
Well, he doesn't drink, which is probably part of the body.
Oh, maybe that's the key.
I certainly think it's part of it. Absolutely. I was seeing, well, there's like these like app trackers that can tally up like sobriety, obviously, but some of them I think are built to like also calculate your savings. But I saw
Oh,
this
interesting.
guy's Instagram story where he'd been like, he hadn't drank, I don't know, and well, who cares? I don't know if he's sober or if he just like isn't drinking, but he's been keeping track of it. And I guess it's been like a year and 7 months. And his calculator said he'd saved $45,000 not drinking. And that just felt off to me. Let me do the math,
That's a lot
actually.
of money.
Yeah. Okay.
How do you track that? You're like, oh, I really want to have a tequila soda right now, but I'm not going to. So let me save $8. Like, that doesn't make even. I don't get it.
Yeah, that's like $2,400 a month of alcohol costs, basically. I would just assume you would input the number of drinks you're having and it would guesstimate them. But even then,
But that's
a lot of drinks. Yeah, it just can't be right. Because at $20 per drink, that's 118 drinks in a month. And divide that by 30 days. I guess that's 4 drinks a day if you drink every day. But like at a bar.
Yeah.
It didn't make sense to me. But it was a high-end gay, so maybe he was just drinking Dom every day.
Yeah, like what would you be drinking? Like Veuve Clicquot for breakfast,
Exactly.
Dom Perignon for dinner.
Exactly. Huh. People are crazy. Maybe the story's still up. This was yesterday. I'll see if I can find it.
Yeah. Strange. I did want to ask you because I had to, as you know, make an amendment to our ins and out list. As of recent news, I'm sorry to say to everyone, flying is out for 2025. I feel like something else just happened too, like after I texted you about that, but I don't remember what it was.
Well, there was the Delta flight that you said.
Oh, and yeah, the Delta flight that almost hit the basketball team.
Yeah, but that's happening a lot right now.
That would have been like a major story. That would be like Tracker Jackets, real life.
Yeah.
What is that show called?
Yellow Jackets.
Yellow Jackets.
Yeah. Yeah.
There was one plane that like crash landed on the runway and slammed into the wall and everybody died except the flight attendant.
Yeah, that was South Korea. They don't know what happened yet.
Well, I know. It crashed.
They don't know why it crashed.
Oh. Well, do you?
No. I was hoping there would be more information by now, but no, it's unclear. So I don't want to speculate, but definitely it's not good.
Yeah.
You just never. It was a older Boeing 737, not a Max, but it's like one of the most popular planes in use around the world. So hopefully it's not a systemic failure of the aircraft.
Well, I mean, I think not, but wouldn't there be like more stuff going on?
Yeah, definitely. No, it's scary. It's a scary time. Frankly, to be anywhere, there was the New Orleans thing. There was the Cybertruck thing in front of Trump Las Vegas. It's just...
It was a crazy day for trucks yesterday.
Yeah. It's really a good day to be inside.
I know. The picture, though, of the Cybertruck on fire, like, have you seen it with the Trump logo in the background? It's like already peak photo of the year, and it was day one of the year.
Yeah. I guess I've just whatever inauguration day is in like 2.5 weeks.
I know.
Did you make a plan?
Well, my sister wants to go to Disneyland that day. It's like that's an option, but
In Orange County?
yeah.
The Trump home of California? I'm just
Well,
kidding.
welcome to Trump's America. It's everywhere.
Wait, that'd be so funny. We'd just be missing each other by 8 days. Are you a pass holder? You should come and surprise my mother. She'd hate to see you.
No, I'm not. Uh,
Because the
no.
20th is President's Day and some of us are off. I'm
Oh.
off.
Well, Inauguration Day isn't MLK Day this year, I think.
Yes, yes, yes.
Did I make that up? I don't know.
No, you're right. I just mixed them up.
Oh, well. It's just very disrespectful, in my opinion, to inaugurate Trump on that day.
I agree.
But
I agree.
I really don't know.
You just were thinking about going to Mexico.
Yeah, I was thinking about it, but I'm still waiting to see how my budget shakes out because I spent a lot of money on Christmas gifts, and then I finally just got my first full paycheck, so I have to do some finagling, and we're trying to plan out our year of traveling and stuff, and so depends how live, laugh, spend I want to be. But
Yeah.
probably not, unfortunately, leave the country for that event.
Got it. What, do you have any confirmed travel plans the rest of the year?
No, not yet. Well, we're trying to figure out if we want to sell our house for sure and
Yeah.
get super mobile. So
What's the
I won't
vibe?
leak on the pod, but I do think we've come to a decision.
Okay, well, you wouldn't be saying that if you decided not to do it.
Well,
So when are you going to sell?
I don't know yet. We need to figure out the timelines.
Yeah,
So the next few months, it's I don't know what's going to be going on
right.
because we could be in total chaos or,
Yeah, for sure.
I feel like it's going to be a whole ordeal to sell a house. So
It just depends.
yeah.
I mean, the realtor will just come and tell you if there's anything major you need to change. Or, I mean, your house is in great shape, so you won't need to do much. But your house is small, so you'll probably need to move some things out so it looks more like, more like a storybook photo.
Yeah, I think we would just totally move out, and then if we need to stage it, stage it.
Oh, interesting. All right. Well, stay tuned.
Could be coming recording the pod from a different location
Well,
or in person.
That's common for us.
True.
Well, that's crazy. How long have you had it now?
I don't know. I think we're coming up on 3 years.
Yeah, that makes sense. All right.
Yeah.
Has your Zestimate gone up?
Well, it's not at peak anymore, unfortunately.
Now I'm trying to remember your address.
Should I say it?
No, don't say it. Don't say it. I have it in your contacts.
Yeah.
Well, that's interesting. Can't wait to see if you cut this part out.
Well, it's a lot of work for me, and I don't really know who's listening anyways. Although,
Yeah.
I will say we reached 500 downloads on the pod,
Wow,
which
that's
is pretty
exciting.
cool. Our YouTube channel has 1,600 views or something, which is pretty nice. So
That's really
somebody's
nice.
out there scraping all our data
That's great.
at the very minimum.
I would say your Redfin estimate looks really good.
Well, Redfin always is higher, I think.
Yeah, that's the one I like to look at myself. But
My
sometimes
sister
you're,
said that selling is better in summer, so I don't know how that relates to the estimates.
yeah, that makes sense. I think, I I don't think you want to try to time it though, because like I think the bad time to sell is like going into the holidays. So if you like miss your window in summer, then all of a sudden you're like trapped.
Yeah, well, I really don't want to wait that long, so I think we just get what we get.
I think
And
like you want to wait till February or March, but I don't think you need to
yeah,
wait any longer than that.
and I should be moving somewhere with reduced housing costs by a lot. So I'm not so worried about not getting every last dollar out of it when it's more like the quicker we sell it, the faster we're saving money anyways. So like surely there's some balance there to that.
Where are you moving?
Stay tuned. That's private information. Okay?
You're killing me. Then text it to me.
Oh, well. I feel like it. Yes, I'll text you later.
Okay, I can't wait. I'm hating this.
Any content you've seen out there?
Well, they released did you see, they released the first 7 minutes of the Traitors US.
Oh no, I watched the trailer though. I think.
Yeah. Well, it comes out next week. That's going to be huge for content.
Okay, we could watch it. I want to see it because Bob is on it.
Yeah, looking fabulous.
My only question is like, I haven't watched the previous seasons, but it seems like there's so many contestants.
There are.
Why? Why is there so many?
Well, okay, so it's like there's like 25 contestants. 3 of them are the Traitors. It's essentially Mafia, but make it like a different name. 3 are the Traitors, and then 22 or whatever are the Faithful. But then each episode, 2 people get killed. So
Oh, two's a lot.
yeah. So the Traitors kill somebody every night, and then the Faithful try to vote out a traitor every night. And
How do they
so
determine who gets killed? Do they just randomly pick?
no, so the Faithful, everyone's together because the Traitors are part of the game, and the Faithful are all, or everyone's around a table and they all debate. So you can say anything about anyone. You can call anyone out. You can say like you're sure this person is guilty, or you can just say nothing. And then everybody votes, and whoever gets the most votes is the banished Faithful or traitor. And then the 3 traitors then kill their person afterwards, and so they take into account like everything, like who was suspicious.
So the traitors. Okay. The traitors pick one person, and then everybody else gets to vote another person.
Exactly.
Is that
But
how it works? Okay.
the group banishes first, and so then the Faithful or the traitors then get to decide who they want to kill based upon who they think will like reduce suspicion from them, if that makes sense.
Okay. That's fun. Yo, you know what I'm really excited for
You never watched
also is
before?
the season 2 of the Squid Game reality show.
Oh, I
No, I've
never
never
watched
seen the
the.
trailer. Oh, the Squid Game season 1 reality show.
Yeah, I didn't
So I
watch
never
it.
watched the Squid Game show, like the actual show, but I watched the reality show, and that was like a huge pop culture moment, and I really
It
thought it was really fun.
season 2 came out already, right?
Season 2 of the show did, but not the reality game show.
Oh, I got it now. That's
There's 2
fun.
different shows based on. Well, there's the show, and then there's a game show based on the show.
Got it. All right, that's fun.
Um, yeah, I can't wait for that.
Okay, that sounds good. I'll watch that with you.
Yeah, last season there was like a lot of really hot people with took the internet by storm.
Absolutely, it always does.
Yeah. So, oh, and there's someone on this season that was on The Mole season 1 on Netflix who I loved on that
Oh,
show. and she's going into season 2 of this show, so I'm excited to see her in it.
Oh, that's really fun. One of the best
Yeah.
tweets I've ever seen, and it comes to mind, is every time gay guys see a hot guy, it's as if they'd never seen one before.
I feel like that is true.
Absolutely, it's true. Um, anyways, well, I'm excited for you to watch The Traitors because it's great. And then this season in the US is all like reality stars. And
Yeah.
so it should be really compelling.
Is it? It's on Peacock?
Yeah,
Okay. Maybe I'll do an Office rewatch at the same time. Make it worthwhile.
absolutely.
Oh, okay. You know what I just watched over the break is it was a show on Paramount Plus. I think it was aired on TV on CBS called The Summit. Did you hear of that?
No.
So it was basically like Survivor, except it was instead of being like on the island, it was a group of people climbing to the top of this mountain in New Zealand.
Okay.
And so every day they have to literally do all the hiking and camping and stuff. But every day there's like some challenge that they have to do, like climb across a ravine on only one singular rope. And they're like hanging upside down, climbing across. Like, it's actually really crazy. And every episode, people are like having mental breakdowns and crying and like
Oh my God.
super intense. But then at the end of the day, they get to camp and they have to like vote someone off, like Survivor style. It was really interesting. I know
That
you
sounds
like you're a Survivor
intense.
fan, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it, and there was a big twist in the end, which I mean, it's not like it matters if I reveal it, but it's like each person had a backpack of like $100,000, and then as they vote someone out, they take that money and redistribute it among the remaining people. So then at the end, the top three people were left like they each had 250K in their backpack, the ones that made it to the top. So they got to keep that money. But over the course of the game, 250K like got removed from like other ways of eliminating people. And at the end, they did like jury of our peers for the remaining 250K, which I don't know how they do it in Survivor still, but the end, like the way that Survivor ends always rubs me the wrong way, where like they just pick the winner based off of
Yeah.
like whatever they want. This one, the people that made it to the end got money, and then the jury of their peers decides who gets like that extra money, which I really liked a lot better.
I like that. Is this celebrities or normal people?
It was normal people,
Oh, that's good.
but
Yeah, the
it was
Survivor thing.
honestly, I was just gonna say like I really enjoyed watching it, and I was like crying like every episode. It really was an intense show, I thought.
Oh my God. I should check this out. It sounds really good. The Summit.
Yeah, I do
Um
recommend if you like those kind of shows.
okay, fun. Yeah, I will definitely look at it. Yeah, Survivor, it's all fucked up. And the prize is too small now, and they do give the other contestants money, like second place gets $100,000, but they don't like advertise that. I think
Oh,
they need to
okay, that's
redo how
good
they do
then.
that. It's good. Well, it was good in 2000. I think now if you go 26 days and you make it to the end and you get the second most votes and you get $100,000 in 2025 money, not as good.
I don't think the concept of surviving on the island is like it's just so overdone now. Like I care more about the game parts of it versus that part of it.
Yeah.
So that's why I thought the summit was a good idea of like how do we put them in a stressful situation that's unique and fresh to like because the game isn't as intense if nobody is like on edge and brings the emotions out of everybody.
Yeah.
So
No,
I thought it was a
100%.
nice way to do that, like a new way.
Yeah. No, I agree with that. All right. I just really the only thing I watched, I really enjoyed Black Doves, which is a new Netflix spy series with Keira Knightley and I forget who else, but it was really good. I think you'd really like
I
it.
did see one tweet about that. It was like, Netflix will really have you watching Keira Knightley um, pick up a vape, look at it sadly, and then smoke it sadly in full sincerity. And I watched the clip, and that's exactly what happened.
That's hilarious and true.
And she ate that.
That's hilarious. Well, that's all, folks.
Yeah, that's all I got. So thanks everybody for listening to Baby That's Cont. You can find us on Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok. Also, feel free to give us a follow on our personal Instagrams with at Jojo_Patron and at Queen Kip.
Bye, everyone.